Let's just boot the system and see what IP it has gotten. We are going to use that IP, and through our local machine we are going to SSH into that machine. But since the virtual machine is using NAT networking, it would have gotten the IP from the DHCP running for the NAT network. So the IP is 10.0.2.15, and we would not be able to ping it from our local machine. But I can create a rule for this IP, and the rule is going to be the port forwarding one. Whenever someone is going to access port X on my local machine, the traffic for that port would be redirected to 10.0.2.15 on port 22. But I'm not going to follow that way, and I'll just simply switch its networking from NAT to bridge adapter. And now let's see what IP it has gotten. The Wi-Fi router my machine is connected to would have given it some IP, and here it is. It's 10.138.1.87. Now I'm going to bring up my terminal, the terminal of my laptop, and I'm going to ping this IP. What was the IP? It was 10.1.87. I can ping it, and if I do SSH, I should be able to access it, but not through root. I should be able to access it through the user I created, because by default the root is not permitted to do the SSH. We however can change these settings. Let's make this user a member of wheel group so that it can execute the commands with root level privileges. So let's see if we have package management tool installed on our system. It isn't, and it is asking us to install it, so let's go for it. And the first thing we would have to do is search for the sudo package. And let's install sudo. Now let's edit this file in our etc, which is called sudo. Let's scroll down and go to the section where we have this wheel group, which has the ability to execute commands as user root. So we are going to uncomment it and save the file. The next step would be to add the test user to the wheel group, and that could be done using this command. So if we check the user test, it is a member of wheel group. Now if we open the terminal from our local machine and go into the FreeBSD, it asks us for the password, and here we go. If we check what groups we are member of, we will see wheel here. So let's just try to make some change into this system and see if we have the rights to do that. Let's change the hostname from hostname to test host. Since we do not have that permission, if we do sudo, we should have this permission. The change is not persistent. If we reboot our system, it is going to assign it the same test name. So In order to make the change persistent, we would have to edit this file rc.conf, but we could only do it using sudo. So here is the hostname. If we change it to the new one, which is test-host, now if we reboot our system, it would come up with this new name, and this change is going to be persistent across the reboots.